So a great way to get people to hear about you or learn about you is through blogging. I think it's something a lot of people are getting on board with nowadays, and now we have things like Medium to kind of create a community around it, which is nice, but also a little disheartening because traditional blogs, in my opinion, are kind of taking the back seat there, and more people are worried about views, page clicks, all this stuff that's really not important when it boils down to what, content is actually on the blog. I could go on and on about that, but I'll leave that for a different video maybe. At this point, our blog on the site itself doesn't actually do anything. There's a page there and functionality exists. We could go ahead and self-host this and do that. But Kirby also lends us a hand when redirecting. So I'm going to actually make this link redirect to the page I like. And Alyssa has been behind the scenes starting her own publication on Medium. And originally I wanted to create a custom domain, so this would be like blog.endlessdesigns.com. You can do that, but Medium sticks you with a $75 bill just to do that, and to me that's not something we're going to do out of the gate. We might do it later on. It's not super important. I would say if you're looking to keep your branding consistent and stuff, it's certainly something to look into if you think Medium is the platform for you. Getting into Kirby and how redirects work, it's actually very, very simple, and I love it. Inside the page itself, if we go into localhost 8000 panel and log in, so we have this blog set up already, and there's a hint and all this stuff. This stuff's cool. We don't necessarily need this in our case. What I want to do is go in and kind of basically remove that stuff for now. This comes in, if you use the starter kit that comes with Kirby, this is what comes out of the box. So it's definitely maybe worthwhile to use if that's something you want to jump on board with. And it's a good place to start to understand the ecosystem as well. So I'm going to do that. And actually field, I'll do that. Keep this, put all this, there we go. Okay, so this should update and we should just have the title field. Nice. Just want to limit what you can do here. So pages will be gone, cool. So let's save that out, and on our page this should update to just be what it is. So okay, what are we doing? We need to redirect this. So to do that, in your actual content file, Kirby says to add a link element, and then the link it wants to redirect to. So in this case it's our publication, which is here. And one thing further, that's part of the problem. And then next we need to actually create a template that has link as the template, so it knows where to do the logic. So in our templates folder, I'm going to create a new file called link.php. And all that you have to do is do php go page link. So now any page that you create that has that content with the text of link should redirect, if my theory is correct. So if I click that, and it didn't work, so let's figure out why. It's easy to change and link to your template folder. Okay, I think what I did wrong here is it's important to have these dashes. Yeah, so let's see what happens now. Huh, it's still doing it. Okay, here's what we want to do. Change this to link. I think I read it wrong. The naming convention matters here. So if we do that, sweet, it worked. Okay. That was the issue. So this text field or text file needs to be named link inside the actual page, which should be automatically generated if you've already created it. If not, you can create one through the admin and go that route. But at this point, that's redirects in place. We should be good to go. So that's pretty sweet. Out of the box, that's probably the simplest redirect I've ever done, and that's pretty powerful to me. So Kirby saves the day again. So at this point, our site is looking pretty decent. It's got the mobile layout. We've got this going on. You saw in the last video me shaping that up, getting things refined a bit. There's some stuff we could add for like some syntactical sugar, maybe some animations as we scroll. So I might look into that. Let's look at a wow.js. I'm gonna just download this direct. And I'm all about doing animations on a web page, but to me it's got to be tasteful. Like, people go overboard these days with that stuff, and it's very not only kind of annoying, but it also is taxing on your site. So you want to pay attention to that, to where you're not just animating anything and everything you can. So I'm going to actually call this on its own file in our footer. So let's go back to our footer and include that at the very bottom. We've got our app. I'm going to put this just before it. So I think it was called wow. Yep. Okay, and out of the box, we need to initialize this thing. Just like this, you can do all these settings. I will probably go ahead and copy what's there for now and put it in our app file. Assets, JS, dev, app. Probably put it inside this. We can namespace all this stuff, but I think I have very little JavaScript on this site, so I think we're good in the clear for that. And this is not ES6 or anything like fantastic, so I might come back through and update that, but for now this should work in most browsers. Get rid of these comments. So callback, I don't really have anything to do there. Live would be cool. I think it's asynchronous, which is nice. Let's see, loaded content default is true. Mobile, true. We might do false for mobile. Animated, wow, okay. So how this works is you have to add an animated plus wow class to everything. I think it might depend on animate.css. Yes, so I need to include that as well. I'm just gonna grab it from here. And actually I like to modify this sometimes because I don't use every animation. But for now I'm gonna just include everything. So let's add this in our CSS as component, and we'll just add it to our global file. Underscore animate.css, SCSS. Paste that in and include it, I don't know, maybe just up here. Cool. Nothing should happen right now. Let's double check we're not getting errors in our console. We aren't. It's a good thing. And I'm gonna go full width here. So what do we want to animate is the key thing here. I'm thinking for sure these boxes, maybe this text could come in from the right or something like that. Nothing too elaborate, because I think it could get out of hand fast. So I think I just lost the docs. animate or wow. Essentially, you add these classes to the elements you want to do, and then use animate.css specific classes to do things. So maybe we'll just mock one for now on those sections. So we'll go to services, service blocks, and then for each service, I'd like to do, I don't know, what's a good animate CSS? Need to like do the trial run for these. Fade in up, maybe that. Should do it on scroll. So far we're not getting anything, so we need to debug what's going on. Make sure our JavaScript is included. That's it right there. Okay, what are we doing wrong? New init app. Oh, I need to add animated. Duh. So you have to add this class too, which is part of animate CSS. Still not working. Process. Am I on the wrong page? I am. I'm on the services page. I need to go to the process on the home page. My bad. Let's go there. Still need to clean up these files. It's gonna happen. Haven't done it right just this yet. Let's do module itself. Let's see how that works. So that does each one. So that's all right. I'd kind of like to stagger them. I think you can do that in such a way that has an offset, duration, delay. I think if we do, so you add a data attribute just within the HTML element. So if we do, I don't know, like 2, maybe it'll work for us. No, it does it all at once. Okay, so that's not what we want. I've had this issue before with looping through things. It doesn't do what you would expect. And I think we need to target that with animation end kind of thing with JavaScript. And then it moves on to the next one. I think the callback you can do here. How would that work? I know Westboss did something like this. Something that ties into the ending animation. Or maybe he has it right there. So it's a video. I don't want to watch video. Here we go. Here it is. So this stuff, I don't know if you can see it. Experiment here. I use fade in up. On click action animation. Okay, that's on a click, so maybe we don't want that. I might have to revisit that because there's a way to do it. I just haven't figured it out 100% yet. So we've got that. Maybe we'll do this box comes in from the right. That'd be kind of nice. Let's just get some stuff rolling here on the site. Templates about, we'll do hero background, hero home, or header home. There it is. So let's see what's this entire box is hero content. Okay, so we need to animate that one. I don't see it here. Here it is. Okay, we need, first of all, animated. Wow. I'm gonna do fade in right. Something like that. Nice, okay. It'd be kind of neat to have the header itself maybe come in from the top just very quickly. That might be overkill, but let's experiment there. Sad thing is we need to add it on both the home template and fade in top and the global one. I think I forgot animated. Apparently that doesn't work. Because it's not an actual class. And down. It's kind of flickery. I think we're gonna not do that. So we'll keep that as is. This will slide in. It'd be kind of neat to animate that little icon somehow. What would be a good one? Maybe zoom in on it. Let's go. That's on the next section. So the brand strategy. That's in a before background image though, so we can't really, we can target it, but not the same way. I think I'll leave it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is definitely this block. Maybe come in from one side. That's the, I'm trying to figure out what the hell, what is this? Free consultation. Is it this? Home CTA. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to group this stuff. Okay, so we just want the content block. I don't like slides so much, so that works. Okay, we can start up here, come down, got that. Nice. This could be kind of cool if we did the button to kind of do a little shake, just to kind of be like, hey, contact me. Maybe that. full effect, come down. It's not bad. Is there anything a little less balance? Yeah, I think Shake's the winner. So let's go to this page. I don't think we need anything here. Blog's gonna redirect. Services would be nice to kind of do a fade in thing too. So let's go in our snippets, services, service blocks. Well, fade in, down. Yeah, I might just do fade in. And then same with the one below. It doesn't need to be anything crazy special. Just do the whole block. Okay. About page. Maybe we'll keep her stationary, but move this text in from the left. Let's go there. Content, make a difference. Needs to be this whole block, so animated. I might just animate the top part just to fade in. Wonder if it offsets. And I'll just do, I'm gonna leave it out. There's really no need. There we go. See how slide works. That's a little better. All right. I think that's decent. One thing I don't know that I want to deal with is doing this stuff on the mobile. I mean, it will still do what it's doing, and that's all great, but it kind of renders the phone slow. I think I'll leave it for now because it's not a ton of animations, and luckily the site itself is pretty small, so not a huge deal. Okay, cool. So I think we're about ready, guys. Next video, I think I'm going to touch on customizing Kirby a little bit more for your clients or something if you were to hand it off. It will be a brief video about customizing the actual background with some CSS, and I guess from there we can talk about launching the site. So I will see you in the next video.